introducing this? Excuse me?
Oh, I'm sorry.
I'm very sorry. Thank you.
Yep.
You're gonna have the truck.
Excuse me? Holding the camera.
To put on a grave.
And you're just putting it in here. Came over there to look for you to help you bring the microphone down, but you're already down there.
Sound check, test, 1, 2. You can stand right where the yellow line ends,
Yeah.
and you will capture your
Understood.
Thank you.
on the grass?
No, I'm staying right here. I don't want to go anywhere. I want to stay right here. Right here. Stay right here with us. Oh, Kathy, where's Kathy? Kathy's right here.
Guys, there's lots of room over here.
They don't want to go on the mud. Careful. Oh, wait for Donna for a second, please.
Yeah, we'll wait. We'll wait.
Oh, she's coming down.
Nice and slow. No rush. No rush at all.
Go. Put her in the back of the truck.
Understood. We're just waiting,
waiting for Donna.
for all of us to join up. We're not in any rush at all. We take our time. It's a dangerous path down.
His other daughter, right?
Let's see Donna. I'll be right back. You're good. Where's
Before we continue, I beg your indulgence. I wanted to share a few words of my own. This week's Parsha is Tetzaveh. It's a rather boring Parsha about the clothing of the high priests and the priests that followed and had to wear robes and tunics and headdresses. They were made of fine materials, golds and silvers and gemstones. It's an odd parsha because so often we think about Judaism and Jewish values that are really not supposed to revolve around these kinds of things, these kinds of materialism. And so we've all, in our interpretations of this parsha, we think of things like hidur mitzvah, the beautification of a mitzvah, making something that we do pretty, but of course on a day like today, we're not so concerned with being at our prettiest. Other interpretations is we look at the idea of wearing something important so that we can project the best part of ourselves, so that we command respect. But today, we're not so focused on ourselves. We're not so interested necessarily in the respect we're commanding. There is a saying from Ethics of the Fathers, Pirkei Avot, that talks about the crowns that we wear in a more metaphorical sense. Well, some are not metaphorical, like the crown of a king. They say there's also the crown of the priest. There's even a crown for a Torah scholar. But the greatest crown of all, say Chazal, our great sages, is the crown of a good name. I wanted to share this with you after the main service. Here we're surrounded by closest friends and family. To some of you, I got to be a teacher. to some a friend, to some my boss. I'm sorry to say that in the time that I've been around, I didn't get a chance to know Benny as well as I might have liked. But I think I got to know his family pretty well. What I see when I look around me here, I see an amazing Vernon name. You are his crown. All of you, wonderful people. His kids and grandkids growing up with now careers prestigious of their own and soon to be one day. This is his crowning achievement. And there is no greater blessing than to leave this world with this crown, the crown of a good name. Please. והרבה ישיבה פה ולא יאיר כל חמתו והוא רחום מכברבון ולא ישליט והרבה ישיבה פה ולא יאיר כל חמתו והוא רחום יכפר עוון ולא ישליט והרבה להשיבה פה ולא יאיר כל חמתו והוא רחום יכפר עוון ולא ישליט והרבה להשיבה פה ולא יאיר כל חמתו. Considered our highest mitzvah, our greatest commandment that we have, to be able to accompany someone to their final resting place. In Hebrew we call this a chesed shel emet, an act of true kindness. We call it such because it's something we do for someone that we know that they can never repay us for. And so, while our hearts are heavy today, they are heavy because they are full. We do this as an act of love and respect. I'm going to begin by placing a few shovelfuls of earth on the casket, after which I'll invite the mourners to come and do the same, followed by anyone and everyone who wants to participate. Everyone is welcome to be a part of this mitzvah, this commandment. What we ask is that when you take your shovel, you begin the first couple of shovelfuls with the reverse of the spade. By doing this, we make it very, very different, something unique, something so much more sacred than the mundane kinds of things we would normally do with a shovel. We make that little change, that adjustment, to show that this is different. After which, after you've put in some shovelfuls of earth, I ask you then, rather than handing the shovel from person to person, to please just return it to the pile so that the next person can take the shovel for themselves. But in so doing, they are taking on that commandment, that mitzvah, for themselves.
Want to do something?
Come this way.
Andy, we're not stopping till we completely cover.
Okay.
We don't have to fill.
Sure.
We gotta cover. Jeremy, do you remember you and I at Lillian's? There was only two of us left because everyone else didn't want to do it. It was pouring rain, and we stood here, you and I, like 45 minutes. We
I remember.
I
remember.
think it was Lillian.
I remember. Was it Lillian? Might have been.
I don't know.
Might have been.
I'm sure it was. It was
Might have
someone.
been. Might have been.
If you want to grab the other shovel, go ahead. Both of you can. Go ahead, grab that shovel. Just push it forward. Push it forward the one from the back.
No, they're extras. This one, have some.
Okay.
No, we're not standing on it.
Good, good neighbor.
Is there a rabbi there?
No.
Reverend?
No, I didn't.
No, it said REV. I saw it.
You know who this is?
No, I think there's one behind.
I know who this is.
You know who this is?
I know exactly who this is.
I don't know who
He
this is.
sat on the bait bean of my first wife's conversion.
Who is it?
Paul Sheldon with Zimmerman. Remember those three when Karen converted?
Yeah.
That was one of the three.
Really?
So he's met him.
Paul Sheldon.
Oh, Paul Sheldon. I know that name.
Crazy guy.
Hi, Paul.
Well, this is the Beth Meyer section. He probably got a plot.
Wow. Yeah, Beth Meyer.
Zimmerman.
That's right.
He's
Isn't
met
that
him.
funny?
Wouldn't that mean he has met
Oh
him?
yeah, of course they know each other.
We can get this.
Zimmerman's here too.
Paul
met
Sheldon.
him.
He had the curly hair.
Yep.
Like a perm.
Perfect. This is a good spot then.
Isn't that crazy?
Well, he was a crackpot, but
Makes
keep
it just
each other
makes it more
occupied.
makes it more
That's a
interesting.
good story.
Makes it even better.
You'll need advice.
Anybody else?
yeah, we can't leave this like this. We got so much to do here. I'll go back on the other side. We gotta fill this whole thing up.
Hey, Mark, I'll put it there. Easy. Go ahead.
Oh.
Okay.
We gotta get in here, guys. We gotta do this side. This is already covered. We gotta get in inside.
Oh, Jeremy's.
Here, let me get one. I'll get those. I'll just move it over.
Nick, do this side. Nick, get in here. This is already covered. We gotta cover all the
Oh, right.
There you go.
Do you want to switch? Nick, we can switch.
No, if you wanted to come over.
Here, Dylan. Nick,
Oh, Dill.
So we're gonna go.
I didn't do the Peloton today. Solly, Mark, wouldn't you do the Peloton?
Here,
Me?
Dill, switch.
Just the near side here.
Oh, you're missing.
The near corner here. There we go. Good. Just here in this corner we can yeah.
Maybe like one or two more.
Yeah.
There.
It's done. Okay, so continue the service.
Put your shovels down, gentlemen. You can shovel a bit more after.
We can do more afterwards.
But the canter
Yeah. The casket is now covered, and so we can continue with our service with the Tziduk Hadin. Tziduk Hadin is a collection of verses from a wide variety of ancient Jewish texts. All of them have the same theme, which is that we must remember that death is nothing more than a part of life. It is the way all life must go, and that this is normal, it's natural, and this is part of what it means to be human. Hatzor tamim polo, ki chol drachav mishpat el emunav havel, tzadik v'yashar hu, hatzor tamim v'chol po mi yomar lo ma tifal. השליט במטה, ובאמת בחיי מורים שלו, ויעל. עצור תמיד בכל מעשה, מי אמר לו מה תעשה? המאמר עושה חסד חינם לנו תעשה, ובזכות הנקד כיסא הקשיבה ועשה. צדיק בכל דרכיו עצור תמיד, מרחבים ומלא רחמים, חמל נא וחוס נא על אבות ובנים, כי לך אדון סליחות ורחמים. צדיק אתה אדוני לעמית ולחיות, אשר מידך פקדון, על כל רוחות חנינה לך זיכרוני מליחות. ויונה עיניך ברחמים עלינו בכוחות, כי לך אדון הרחמים הסליחות. אדם אם בן שנה יהיה, או 1000 שנים יחיה, מה יתרון לו, כי לא היה יהיה, ברוך דיין האמת, ממית ומחיה. ברוך הוא כי אמת דינו, משוטט הכל בינו, משלם על אדם חשבונו ודינו, והכל לשמו הודיה ייתנו. ידענו אדוני כי צדק משפטיך, צדק בדבריך, ותזכה בשופטיך, ואין להרהר. אחר מידת שופטיך, צדיק אתה אדוני וישר משפטיך. דיין אמת, שופט צדק ואמת, ברוך דיין אמת, שכל במשפטיו מצדק ואמת, נפש כל חי בידיך. צדק מעלה ימינך, רחם על פליטת צאן ידיך, ותאמר למלאך, הרף ידיך. גדול עצה ורב עלייה, אשר עיניך בכוחות, על כל דרכי בני אדם, לתת לאיש כדרכיו, כפרי מעליו, להגיד יש אדוני צורי ולא עוולת בו, אדוני נתן ואדוני לקח. יהי שם אדוני מבורך, והוא רחום יעבור עוון ולא ישחית, וכי הרבה להשיב אפו, ולא יאיר כל חמתו. The rock, his work is perfect, and all his ways are just. A faithful God, never false, true and upright is he. The rock is perfect in every way. Who can question him about his deeds? God rules below and on high, causing death and giving life to the dead, bringing down to the grave and raising up. The rock, perfect in every deed. Who can ask him, what are you doing? His work is fulfillment. You are Adonai, just in causing death and in giving life to the dead. In your hand are all spirits. Far be it from you to blot out our remembrance. What advantage is there for a mortal to live for 1 or 1,000 years? He shall be as though he had not been. Praised is the judge of truth who causes death and gives life to the dead. Praised be he whose judgment is true, who discerns everything, who settles accounts with mortals, whom all acknowledge with praise. We'll conclude with a memorial prayer, Al Male, followed by Mourner's Kaddish. You have your Kaddish cards. Okay. I'll just get my paper with the name on it. There you go. My rachamim, shochain b'meromim, hametzoy menucha nechona, tachat kanafei hashchina, במעלות קדושים וטהורים, כזוהר הרקיע מזהירים. את נשמת ברוך בן שמואל הלוי ומלכה, שהלך לעולמו. בגן עדן תהא מנוחתו, אנא בעל הרחמים, הסירהו בסתר כנפיך לעולמים. וצרור יצור חיים את נשמתו, אדוני הוא נחלתו, וינוח בשלום על משכבו. ונאמר Amen. Exalted, compassionate God, grant infinite rest in your sheltering presence among the holy and pure to the soul of Ben Vernon, who has gone to his eternal home. Merciful One, we ask that our loved one find perfect peace in your eternal embrace. May his soul be bound up in the bond of life. May he rest in peace. And let us say, Amen. Mourner's Kaddish. Yit Gadal, Yit Gadash, Shemei Rabbah. V'yalma divrach yirutei, v'yamlich malchutei. B'chayei chon, uvyomei chon, uv'chayei dechol beit Yisrael. Ba'agala uv'izman kariv, v'imru Amen. Yehei Shmei Rabbah Mivorach, ve'alam u'amei almaya. Yit barach, v'yishtabach, v'yit pa'ar, v'yitromam, v'yitnasei. V'yit hadar, v'yit alev, v'yit halal. Shmei d'kudisha brichu. Le'ela min kol birchata v'shirata. Tushbechata v'nechemata. Damiran be'alma v'imru Amen. Yehei shlama rabba min shemaya. V'chaim aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael v'imru Amen. Oseh shalom bimromav. Hu ya'aseh shalom aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael v'imru Amen. The Shiva details.
Shiva details is on the website. It's at our home.
Shiva's at the house. Remind me the address for the house.
240 Florence Avenue.
240 Florence Avenue. And all the details. I was just okay. So all the details are on the website. You have to make an appointment.
Click the link.
Okay. Are we? And davening is going to be online. And davening will be online. At this time, I'm going to ask everyone, please, to make 2 lines on either side of the pathway leading back up to the street.
Do a little more. Can we stay?
Those.
So we'll just go through and we'll come out.
I would like for the mourners to continue on. I want you to go home. I'm going to take care of it. Okay?
I'd like to do a little more.
Let's do hamakom.
We'll go back and we'll come back to a little more. It's fine.
You know you can't fight with a Vernon.
Which is why I'm not saying anything else. Please, everyone, 2 lines. You stay right here.
All right, let's just go. Just walk there.
המקום ינחם אתכם בתוך שובלי ציון וירושלים. המקום ינחם אתכם בתוך שובלי ציון וירושלים. May God comfort and console you amongst all the mourners of Zion and Jerusalem. May your father, your grandfathers, your husband's memory be for a blessing upon you, upon your family, upon all of us and all the people of Israel. And let us say, Amen. Ladies and gentlemen, this concludes our service. Those who wish to stay and help continue the burial are certainly welcome.